From now on, we will go to Deoksugung Palace from Jogyesa. Ready? Go! Facing Jogyesa, go to the left. Deoksugung, previously called Gyeongun-gong, is the major royal palace of Daehan Empire, which was proclaimed in 1897. Deoksugung Palace has served as a temporary palace since 1593, naming it the Temporary Palace in Jeongnam-dong. Just 1 year after the Japanese invasion in 1592, when all palaces in the capital were destroyed. Later, in 1611, it was named Gyeonggung Palace and became an official palace with a court. When Changdeokgung Palace was rebuilt, Gyeonggung Palace became a secondary palace. As Emperor Gojong declared the Korean Empire in 1897 and assumed the throne as an emperor, Gyeonggung Palace served as the imperial court and palace of the Korean Empire. Later, its status was elevated to befit the dignity of an empire. Western-style buildings were built inside the palace, blending the traditional and Western styles. In 1904, however, many of its buildings were lost in a great fire. The palace was again renamed Deoksugung Palace after Emperor Gojong abdicated the throne due to pressure from the Japanese Empire in 1907. When Korea was under Japanese rule, the palace shrank in size significantly, resulting in the demolition of most of its buildings. Cross the crosswalk here. Daehanmun Gate is the main gate of Deoksugung Palace. The name Daehan means Jinto add prosperity to Hanyang. The main gate of Gyeonggung Palace was Infomun Gate, located south of the palace. However, Daehanmun Gate served as the main gate after the new city center, including the Hwanggadan altar, formed around Daehanmun Gate, the east gate of the palace. Its present name was changed during the renovation that took place in 1906. Originally, Daehanmun Gate was located 33 meters forward from its current position, but it was moved when the Tapyeongno Road was expanded in the 1970s. Kongjongyo Bridge past Daehanmun Gate was excavated and restored in 1986. What season are you traveling now? I recommend you to feel all 4 seasons of Korea. Cherry blossoms in spring, greening in summer, autumn leaves and snow scenery in winter provide an opportunity to feel the beauty of Korea. Go right here. Jungwajon Hall is the throne hall of Deoksugung Palace, and it was the place where significant national events were held, such as coronations, wedding ceremonies, official meetings, and receptions for foreign envoys. The name Junghwa means righteousness that doesn't get biased. After Emperor Gojong's return to Deoksugung Palace from the Russian legation, he used Jukdorang Hall as the throne hall for about 5 years. Later in 1902, Emperor Gojong built Myeonghajeon Hall with a 2-tier roof like other palaces. However, Jungwajeon Hall was lost in the Great Fire of 1904 and rebuilt with a single-tier roof. The staircase that leads up to Jungwajeon Hall has 2 dragons engraved on it, unlike the traditional phoenixes found in other throne halls. This is because the hall was built after the declaration of the Korean Empire, signifying the emperor's dignity. The courtyard of Jungwajan Hall has stone posts on both sides that indicate state officials' positions by their ranks. Feel the happiness of your trip while looking at the scenery of an unfamiliar street. Cross the crosswalk here. Korea has a mild climate with 4 distinctive seasons. The migratory anticyclones make for sunny and dry spring and autumn, whereas the country's summer is heavily affected by the hot and humid North Pacific anticyclone. During winter, the effect of the continental anticyclone from the north keeps the country dry and cold. Cross the crosswalk and go right. Do you know about hanbok, Korea's traditional costume? Hanbok refers to traditional Korean attire. Koreans in the past used cloth, silk, hemp, ramie, and other materials to make clothes tailored to the distinct 4 seasons of the Korean peninsula. A complete set of hanbok consists of jeogori, which covers the arms and the torso, a skirt or a pair of trousers, and durumagi, which serves as outerwear. With a snug fit and soft lines, the clothes give an elegant look overall. Today, hanbok is more often worn for special occasions than as casual clothes, such as wedding ceremonies, children's first birthdays, and seasonal holidays, including the Lunar New Year's Day and Chuseok. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. In July 2022, the Cultural Heritage Administration of Korea designated the traditional hanbok lifestyle as an intangible cultural heritage, representing the Korean identity and values. Cross the crosswalk here. Hanbok began to attract global attention with its charm and aesthetics as K-pop stars such as BTS and Blackpink showed off various styles inspired by the hanbok in their music videos. The interest in hanbok was further boosted by the popularity of Korean periodic dramas Kingdom and The King's Affection, released by global streaming video services. Young Koreans also rediscovered the appeal of hanbok by visiting tourist attractions, ancient palaces in Seoul, such as Gyeongbokgung Palace, Deoksugung Palace, Gyeonggang Palace, and Deoksugung Palace, the Hanok Village in Jeonju, and the Hwangnadan Street in Gyeongju. Wearing hanbok from rental stores has become one of the most popular tourism activities for Korean youths. In addition, numerous fashion brands have released casual outfits designed by adapting hanbok to fit the modern lifestyle. And some schools chose hanbok-inspired clothes as their uniforms. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. Korean people in the past tended to prefer simple, white clothes, for which they were often referred to as the white-clad people. However, they would wear more ostentatious clothes with elaborate colors and designs depending on the period, status, and occasion. The clothes mainly featured 5 colors: white, black, blue, red, and yellow, collectively called obangsa. Go left here. Do you know about K-food? K-food has been taking the world by storm with its superb taste and benefits to health. The World Health Organization described Hansik as a superb culinary model with nutritional balance, with many researchers reporting that Hansik prevents obesity and cancer. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. Pay attention to nearby vehicles for safe movement. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. Doenjang, ganjang, and gochujang are 3 of the most basic condiments and the most widely enjoyed fermented foods in Korea. Doenjang and ganjang are made from meju, which refers to soybeans boiled, pounded into paste, and formed into brick-shaped lumps. These lumps are dried and fermented, and then kept in large clay pots with salt water for around 2 to 3 months. The resulting solids are made into doenjang, and the liquid is used as ganjang. These sauces offer a uniquely savory and rich salty taste. Gochujang is a traditional Korean food made by fermenting a mixture of soybean malt, starch, and adding chili pepper powder and meju powder. Being lovers of spicy foods, Koreans use gochujang in a wide variety of dishes. Cross the crosswalk here. There are no traffic lights, so please cross carefully. Kimchi is a staple side dish that a majority of Koreans can't go without. To them, no meal is complete without kimchi. Kimchi is commonly made by fermenting a mixture of salted kimchi cabbage, radish, and paste made of red chili powder, garlic, spring onion, salted fish sauce, and other ingredients. Different regions and different houses, for that matter, use different ingredients and recipes, resulting in more than 100 major variations. In recent years, more and more Koreans have started eating store-bought kimchi rather than making their own. Korea is loved by many people as a travel destination with its unique culture and various charms. We're almost there, so cheer up a little more. Cross the crosswalk here. Made with more than 15 ingredients, kimchi is a great source of nutrients such as vitamins A and C, and the fermentation process creates large amounts of lactic acid bacteria. These nutritional benefits have boosted kimchi's popularity as an antioxidant and weight control option across the world. And a large body of research supports its effectiveness in preventing cancers, hypertension, diabetes, atopic dermatitis, and other diseases. Cross the crosswalk here. Bibimbap is a Korean rice dish topped with an assortment of fresh and seasonal vegetables, fried eggs, minced beef, and other ingredients. Along with kimchi and bulgogi, it is one of the 3 most popular Korean foods outside of Korea. There are countless variations of bibimbap, depending on what ingredients are added to the mix. People outside of Korea have created localized versions of bibimbap by adding their own flavors. Every October, a bibimbap-themed festival is held in Jeonju, a UNESCO-designated creative city of gastronomy. Bulgogi, which literally means fire meat, refers to a traditional Korean dish made by grilling thin meat slices marinated with various condiments, such as soy sauce and pear juice. Its rich and pleasantly salty flavor has made it one of the most popular Korean foods among foreigners. Bulgogi has been wildly featured in crossover foods as well, such as bulgogi hamburgers and pizzas. Cross the crosswalk and go left. From 1946 to 1947, Deoksugung Palace's Jogyesa Hall hosted the first and second U.S.-Soviet Joint Commission. The palace restoration project has continued since then, transforming it into the palace that we see today. Jogyesa Hall is a Western-style stone building that was built as Emperor Gojong's sleeping and living quarters. The name Sokjo means built with stones. Jogyesa Hall was designed by G.R. Harding, a British architect, and was a part of the national modernization policy of the Korean Empire. Jogyesa Hall is styled with the neoclassicism design from the West, and it features balconies at the front and both sides of the building. The ground floor has servants' quarters and subsidiary facilities. The first floor, which is connected with a stone staircase, is equipped with a reception room, a waiting room for guests, and a dining hall. The second floor has sleeping quarters for the emperor and the empress, and several other rooms designed for their respective purposes. After its completion in 1910, Emperor Gojong used Jogyesa Hall as the reception room to greet high-ranking officials and foreign envoys. After Emperor Gojong's passing, however, Jogyesa Hall was used as an art museum that exhibits Japanese artworks, while Deoksugung Palace was gradually damaged by the Japanese Empire. After the national liberation, Jogyesa Hall was used by the U.S.-Soviet Joint Commission and by the United Nations Commission on Korea. We finally arrived at Deoksugung Palace. I hope you enjoy the rest of your trip. See you in the next video. See ya!